I'm Rodney Thompson. I am the owner of Scratchpad Publishing and the creator of the Spectaculars role-playing game, a superhero role-playing game where you create your own comic book universe. Spectaculars is aimed at campaign play, and not just campaign play, but also world building. So you and your friends are going to open this box up, take everything out of it, and start crafting your own comic book universe. This issue is going to take place in a big city. So the first thing I need to know is, are we going to be playing in an existing real-world city that we tweak in some way, or a wholly fictional city? So Spectaculars comes as a box set, and it contains everything an entire gaming group needs to play the game. Every copy of the game is actually going to be a completely unique comic book universe. Spectaculars makes it easy to create your own setting and to run a campaign by making sure that you only create the things you need at the moment that you need them. The game comes with a setting book that actually has a page for every major setting element. So when you're ready to define the super science lab that is a big part of your setting, or the star empire that's going to try and invade the Earth, each one of those gets a different page in the setting book, and whenever one of the issues needs you to reference that setting element, you open up the setting book, you answer a bunch of questions about it, and then you've defined that element in your setting. The scenarios in the game are called issues, and each issue is a self-contained story. You play them in a couple of hours, and it gives you a complete comic book story experience from front to back. It's a lot like a comic book in that it's very episodic, and then every time you play one of these issues, you get an interesting resolution. Your character moves forward in some way. You get lasting repercussions that stick with your character for a long period of time. Each issue is part of a larger series, and each series is themed on a different genre of comic books, like super science, or magic, or cosmic heroes, or street-level vigilantes. The game comes with 4 different series. Each one of them is themed after a different genre of comics, and each one of those has about 13 different issues in it. Character creation in Spectaculars is meant to be fast and flexible and really get you focused on who your character is, where they come from, and what they're like. It focuses on a series of multiple choice questions that help you narrow down your character concept and then really flesh it out to make it your own. So by the time you finish making your character, you have not just a series of powers and an archetype, but you also know what your character's personality traits are and where they come from and what they care about. Additionally, the game comes with all the dice that everyone needs to use. The game uses the same dice system as Dusk City Outlaws, the 100 AC system. I think a lot of people are really excited about running a campaign or building their own setting for whatever game they're going to play, but that's a lot of work. So what I want to do is create a game that actually leads you through the process of creating a comic book universe. With the basic choices you make in moment 1 of the campaign will make that setting completely different depending on who the players are and the choices they make.